Very good morning, my friend. Most welcome in our channel. We are coming back some scientific news update. Here we are trying to explain some science research in human science, animal science, and plant related. Especially for the student who are doing research, they are still want to know about science, anything. Scientists have discovered the proteins which has opened to door critical new understanding about obesity and metabolic pathway of the proteins. Scientists find the proteins that responsible for the making a person become obese or not, the fatty or not. The protein is name is PGRMC2. This protein is named found in the particular high quantity in the fat cells. Those fat cells everyone has the fat cells, but some people have the fat cells. These are proteins are expressive and they are responsible to make the people more fatty or not when they are expressed more or not. So scientists are doing research. Research is found without PCR the blood develop insulin resistance which fat is high. Contrastly, obese diabetic mice treated the drug with increased PVC expressions, and this they are trying to explain in these pictures the people who have such type of proteins, active proteins in the fat cells where insulin molecule is not very properly working, so they can become more fatty and fatty. If the people who have such type of cells but they are not expressing this and insulin is properly working, so the people are normal in condition. They did this experiment in mice where they found such type of the really experimental pathways where these cells, these proteins are expressive in these fatty cells. However, the heme is also toxic, highly toxic, cannot freely around the cells, which is must be first PGMR and allowing the transporter. That means of the protein, the RBC cells where the heme is present inside them, and these proteins are not properly bind with them and they are not transported from the one to another place. Decreased presence of obese mice may particularly responsible to improvement of diabetic patients. This is also very good to review. If these type of the PGRMC2 cells are not transported, they can be cut down, they can be regulated. So the people who are suffering from diabetes and like the fatty things, they can be controlled. This research is showing this type of the findings. If you really want to go further more about this, you can read this paper published in the Nature where you can find about all these things. Now we are coming in our section of scholarship section where we can describe, we can give some information. The student who really want to go for the higher study, either master program, a PhD program, MPhil like a research programs. In this time we are coming in the South Australian free higher study programs where you can find more than 600 scholarship, 1200 scholarships are presented, 400, and this is the last date is the 31st December. The last date is the August, is not December, sorry for these things. So you can apply for this section. First you go for the application of the offer letter from there, and then you go for the scholarship positions. Because if you are apply for the master program, then you get $420 Australian dollar, and doctoral PhD programs $840 Australian dollar. It is a fully funded scholarship if you really want to go for Australia study, because Australia is also giving 2-year work permits, post study work permit. That means you are going to 4-year, 5-year programs for the study. So it's good for you. Hope you like these updated videos for science and other informative related. If you like, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching.